Mm, Can you see my screen, teacher?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. As you can see, I am here today to talk to you about the computers. A computer is an electronic device that manipulates information or data. It has the ability to store, retrieve, and process data. A computer system is a complete computer that includes the hardware and software. Hardware is the physical component that a computer system requires to function. Some components are motherboard is the principal component of a computer. Random access memory is the internal memory of the CPU for storing data. And hard drive device that stores and retrieves digital data. Software is a set of instructions, data, or programs used to operate computers and execute specific tasks. For example, operative systems like Windows, Linux, and Android, antivirus like McAfee, Note 32, and Avast, and internet browser like Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, and Microsoft Edge. Okay, so what next? With modern computers features, they can store heavy data, for example, gigabyte and terabyte. They can operate and at extremely high speeds. They can be used for a good number of jobs. For example, social networks, banking platforms, and Audiovisual content. They cannot think, but they can be programmed to assume cap- capabilities. For example, they can be used uh, and programmed to play chess and make the best move. They can complete with different settings. For example, they can be used as personal computers for home use and work use. They can process different types of games. For example, games with a games with a high hardware requirement. Okay, so what next? With all computers features, size was equivalent to a ROM. It was complex and expensive to maintain. Used a lot of electricity. It was very slow. Had little storage capacity and cost was very expensive. Okay, so what next? The different uh, old computers were bigger than the modern computers. Old computers were slower than the modern computers. Old computers were the most expensive. Modern computers are more intelligent than the old computers. Modern computers are easier to maintain than the old computers. And modern computers are the fastest. If you have any questions, I will be happy to answer them.
Yes, excellent presentation. So I have one question. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your effort. My question is about AI. Do you know what is the meaning of AI?
AI,
A like the ABC, AI.
AI, uh,
So this is our
artificial intelligence.
intelligence. Yes,
Yes,
that's it.
artificial
So
intelligence.
do you think that is possible today? So you talk about that there are the advance of the technology and make possible to have a better computer, on a smaller computer, a cheaper computer, a more efficient computer. So, do you think it is possible to use a computer as an artificial intelligence? It
Yes,
is possible. For example, we can use a computer to replace a person.
the computers cannot think. Okay,
Okay,
but the computers can be programmed. Okay,
okay. So they cannot take decision by themselves, but
no, no,
we can program,
they can
or
be programmed. Yes,
they can be programmed, so we can give to the computer instructions and they have to follow the instruction, and that's it.
yes. For example, when you play chess with the computer, okay,
Okay,
uh, and computers make the best move. Okay,
okay.
because the computers has programs to choose the best move. Okay, but the computer not think. Okay, so uh,
They don't have the ability to think,
yes,
so they choose the best option because this is the program, because of the program. But
based in the programs. Yes,
okay, based in the program, but not based in their decision.
no, no, no think.
Okay, now Cindy, maybe do you have a question?
Yes, guys. One question. Are computers expensive today?
Um, yes,
Thank you, Luis.
our computer expenses today. Yes,
So
with
I
high.
think,
Uh,
according to your information, I think today we can find um like I don't know what is the word in English. Many options. In we can find many options, so we can find cheap options and expensive options.
yes, teacher.
And there are some expensive options, but it depends of I think it depends of the uh, the graphic processor. um,
The hard drive with a lot memory.
yes, I don't know, I don't have a lot of information about computers. Actually, I'm not expert about computers. I used to talk to my brother, and he he used to tell me, or he used to advise me about computers, because I don't have the ability to know information about computers. But I know that there are computers that are so expensive, and there are other ones that are so cheap.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, so um, now, Christian, do you have any question?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, so go ahead.
What are the external components of computers?
Can you repeat, Christian, please?
What are the external components of computers?
The external component of the
Yes,
computers.
yes.
Uh, I think the external component of the computer are, for example, a camera and mouse, board,
Okay, thank you.
monitor, for example. Yes,
Thank you.
you're welcome, Kristen.
Okay, thank you, Luis, for your presentation. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Now we are gonna skip to someone else. So, Christian or Cindy, whatever, you can start, one of you, or Christian or Cindy.
Me, teacher.
Okay, so you can start. And now, uh, Luis and Christian, you are gonna try to write a question for Cindy.
Okay, teacher.
You can see screen.
Yes, we can.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. I am happy to have this chance to speak to you all. To going to talk about pets, especially from dogs.
Okay,
Mm, they have different size and shapes. They are small, medium, and large. They have strain or curly hair and are of different colors. When they are light, they are very tender, spoiled, and playful, and they are always with their mother.
okay,
Mm, Dogs are all uh, faithful and best friends. With them, we share happy moments. We playing, jumping, walking, and running. Uh, mm, Many more activities. They are our best company. Hmm, okay. Uh, budget.
the
Budget is
bobtail.
budget.
Uh-huh.
It is a dog that uh, is in danger of extinction.
Hmm.
Uh, they had with and gray hair.
Hair.
Hair. They could not live in a small space. They were one of the most uh, recognized the brands in the UK. The fresh poodle is smaller than the bobtail. But has more gray hair than the French poodle. The dog is the most play company in the world.
Okay.
The dog is the most faithful friends in the world. Okay. Does anyone have any question?
Yes, I have one question. Do you have pets?
Yes.
Okay, what kind of pets do you have? Do you have a dog or a cat or a fish or a
Uh,
hamster? What kind of pet do you have?
I have one dog.
Okay, you have one dog. So it is a female dog or a male dog? It's a boy dog or a girl dog?
Uh, um, Gear dog.
A girl dog, o sea, a female dog. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Now, Luis or Christian, do you have any question for Cindy?
Yes. Uh, what is your favorite dog, Cindy?
Yeah, yes. My favorite dog is small
And a small dog.
and a small dog. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Luis.
Now, Christian, do you have a question?
Yes, teacher. How old is your pet?
All.
It's your pet.
Okay. Uh, mm, all. Five. Mm, con-
5 years?
five. No.
Month?
Month. Thank you,
Okay.
teacher.
Thank you, Cindy.
Okay, so thank you, Cindy, for your information, for your presentation, for your effort. I know this is difficult for you, but you did it. Excellent. Well done.
Thank you,
Okay,
teacher. Thank
now we are going to continue with Christian.
Okay, teacher. Hello. Good afternoon, everyone. Today I am going to talk about football soccer.
Okay.
Football soccer. It is a team sport played between two teams of 11 players. I chance some referees would make sure that the rules are followed correctly. Football soccer is played on rectangular, child natural, or artificial grass pitch. The permit, the permitted, pardon. Measurements of the terrain are ¿qué? Nine, ¿qué es? Se me fue, teacher.
Um,
Are 19, 19, 19 to
19 or 90?
19, 90,
90. Si
90.
dices 19 es 19.
Ok,
Y 90 es como una I al final, 90, como nati, es 90.
ok.
90.
90 to 120 meters long on the long and 45 to 90 meters wide. Deme un segundo, teacher, por favor.
Okay, don't worry.
Excuse me, teacher.
Don't worry, it's okay.
The ball is spherical with the circumference between 68 and 70 centimeters away in the range of 410 or 10. 10,
100, 410,
10, okay. 110 to 450 grams.
50. Ajá,
Grams.
ajá.
Its composition is based on 80% se me fue, 80% century polyurethane, ¿cómo que es? Polyurethane,
Polyurethane, ajá,
polyurethane
polyurethane.
and 20% secondary
Okay, materials.
materials. In 1900, in early 1910, was playing in some primary natural grass fields, not to mention deer and mud in most cases. In other words, it was played on grassland or, ay, se me olvidó la última palabra, vacant lots. The first soccer balls used at this time were made of leather and the called sí, the, the tiento. Inside there was pig's baller that was filled with hay. They were completely spherical and widget more. Okay. Soccer is most popular sport in the world. Soccer is the most practiced sport. Soccer has more leagues. ¿Cómo se dice ligas?
Leaks.
Uh, Soccer has more leagues than
Ajá,
any other sport.
excellent.
Soccer balls in the past were heavier than those today. Courts in the past were bigger than those today.
Oh, bigger.
Bigger,
Bigger es ni siquiera en español nosotros decimos eso.
okay,
Bigger.
bigger than those today. Today's balls are more spherical than before.
Okay.
Okay, so question time. Does anyone have question?
Yes, I have a question. You talk about teams and leagues. Do you think currently a league today, for example, the Barcelona team or the Argentina team, uh, could play with the old ball, con la bola vieja? ¿Podían jugar?
Yes, teacher. The World Cup one night. ¿Cómo es que es? 13?
Ah, ok.
No, no. one, se me fue la palabra. ¿Cómo es que digo? 100 o 1000.
100 son 100 y 1000 son 1000.
1930 en
Ok,
1930.
ok, pero acuérdate, 19 lo separamos la fecha. Nosotros eso lo vimos en otra clase. 1938.
ah, ni-
1938, ¿qué es lo que quieres decir?
en la Copa del Mundo de 1930 en Uruguay. Ahí participó y
Ah,
la
ok,
final fue Argentina.
1930.
Ah,
1930.
World Cup final Argentina y Uruguay.
Okay, the final champion cup.
Ok.
Okay, so it was possible. They play with this ball.
Repeat.
So, according to your opinion, it was possible to play with the old ball today. Es posible jugar con esa bola vieja today. For
No,
example,
no, teacher.
no, it's not possible.
No, no.
Okay, okay, I understand you. Okay, now Luis, do you have any question
Una
for?
question. Yo tengo una preguntita. A ver si me sale.
Okay,
Eh, Christian, what is your favorite color? Synthetic or natural grass?
Natural gas.
Ah, okay.
Run ball.
Okay.
okay, thank you, Hilde. Now, Luis, do you have any question?
No, teacher, I don't have question.
Okay, and Cindy, do you have any questions?
Yes, I have one question. Do you like to play soccer, Christian?
No.
Okay,
Very
Okay.
so
bad. Very bad.
you don't
Why?
play, but
Like
you
Tyson.
like to watch.
Yes.
Okay, so I can think, or you remember me that there are people who doesn't know anything about music. For example, they cannot play an instrument, they cannot play a guitar, but they know a lot about music. So because they listen a lot of music. So I think Christian, he doesn't play football, but he watch a lot of football.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, thank you. Now,
Thank you very
thank you
much.
very much, Christian, for your effort. As I told to Cindy, I know this is difficult for you, but you did it, and you did it. You did a great effort. So thank you for your ability.
Ay,
Okay, so now we are going to continue with Hilde.
bueno, es cortica, pero
Don't worry, don't worry.
bueno, igual voy a hacer la presentación. Tengo que compartir el sorry. Eh, Good afternoon, everyone, ladies and gentlemen, colleagues. Thank you very much for inviting me to speak here today. Today, I am going to talk about Barranquilla City and Atlantida City.
Okay,
Nowadays, Atlantida City is located on the water. Barranquilla City, nowadays, Barranquilla City is located between the Magdalena River and the Caribbean Sea. Atlantida City. Atlantida has museum as an architectural works. Barranquilla has a museum and no architectural works. When Atlantida City disappeared, didn't have any suburbs. Barranquilla City has a population increase of 1,206 million inhabitants.
Six.
Seats. Okay.
¿Qué te suena? Sis. Es six.
Seats. Bueno, Atlantida City have fewer inhabitants than Barranquilla City. Atlantida City dominates Western Europe. Atlantida City didn't have soccer stadium. Atlantida City didn't have a soccer team. Um, I hope my repetition was clear. Thank you very much for your attention. Okay, so question time. Does everyone has question?
Yes, I have a question. Um, about Barranquilla. So you said that it is a city that the population is increasing. I think as in like other cities, Barranquilla has a population that is increasing day by day. Every day the population is increasing. Um, do you think that uh, this process is gonna stop? ¿Va a parar?
Review.
Do you think that the increasing process of the population is gonna stop? ¿Va a parar or
Uh,
not?
I don't know. Uh, Barranquilla has twice the inhabitants of years ago.
Okay,
Tiene, hace 10 años eran menos los habitantes de ahora.
okay. So somebody has another question for Ilde?
I have no question.
Okay, and you, Luis?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. So what is your question, Luis?
Atlantica is a real city or not? Or was a
Review.
real city? Or was a real city?
Okay. Was Atlantida a real city? Or Atlantida was an imaginary city?
Mm, eh, o sea, Atlántida is real city.
Okay, it was a real city.
No
It
sé
was
cómo decirlo en inglés, pero
Atlantida was a real city.
que descubrieron unas,
So
los
don't worry,
museos,
this is a just no question. So try to answer the just no question. So the just no
ok,
question is, was Atlantida city a real city? So there's just the possible answer is yes
was
or
real
no.
city.
That's it. So yes, it was a real city. That's it. So you don't
Ok,
have to say more information. In Spanish, we talk a lot of information, but in English, we don't need it.
ok.
Okay, so Christian, maybe do you have a question?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, please.
Have you been to a national team match?
To a natural what?
Have you been to a national team match?
A national team match? Ah, okay. Have you been in a national uh, Barranquilla match? He's talking about soccer, the
Yes.
soccer team. So, Ilde, have you been in the stadium and have you
Eh,
seen a
yes,
match, a soccer match?
yes.
Okay, so yes, I have.
Thank you.
Okay, so um, thank you all of you. Today is the last one class, so today is my goodbye class. So this is the last one class that I'm talk to you, but I'm very grateful for your process because you really achieve, you really get the information that you need, and I wanna tell you two things. The first one is that I'm gonna post in CISO your test, your score. But well, this is not an score. This is like a feedback, una retroalimentación. I'm gonna post the feedback in CISO so you can see your feedback in your CISO journal. And the second thing is that I'm gonna send you general feedback from the company, from SSA company. So I'm gonna send you a feedback. So this is a Google form, and you have to answer the Google form, and that's it. So I wish you a very nice Christmas. Um, I hope to see you next year, maybe in another course. So see you later, and thank you for your effort again. Um, for your patience. I know that is not easy, so we must be patient a lot. Um, uh, every single language that we learn, it's a long process. This is not a process that we do uh, from one day to another. So this is a long process, and in this process, I think you learn a lot. So I would like to hear you. How do you feel? Did you learn? Did you feel that you learned? ¿Sentiste que aprendiste algo? Did you feel it?
Yeah.
What do you say, Cindy?
Yes, teacher. Uh, I learning sentences and
Okay, you
uh,
learn.
uh, recovery, recordar.
Remember.
I remember. I
Uh-huh.
remember verb
Topics,
to be,
maybe.
uh,
Ah, the verb to be. Okay.
the dramatical.
Okay. Grammatical things.
Yes.
Maybe you practice a little bit your speaking.
Yes. Uh,
Okay, so you feel good, or how do you feel?
good.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. What do you think, Christian? Do you feel good with the process? Did you learn a little bit?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, thank you,
Ver,
Christian.
ver comparativa en superlative.
Okay, finally. Okay, Christian, thank you for your opinion. What do you think, Ilde?
I have more counted of verbs, uh,
Okay,
vocabulary, pronunciation, expression, grammar, practice.
okay, so you practice your expression, grammar. And is this the first time that you take an English course? ¿Es la primera vez that you take
Sí,
an English course?
sí.
Okay, so
Solamente lo
um,
que di en la universidad y ahora
okay,
esto.
okay, so I understand you. Okay, thank you, Hilde. What about you, Luis? What do you think?
I feel good in the process. Uh, I learned a lot, but we need more practice, teacher.
Yes,
It's
you
not
need
easy.
more practice.
Yes.
Yes, you are right because actually we only have 3 hours a week, so I think it's not enough. I think we need more time to practice. So this is a suggestion that I'm gonna tell to your manager, because I consider that you need more practice. But uh, well, it was a good opportunity because with only 3 hours, we could learn and we could practice a little bit.
Teacher, some tools that we can use to practice our English.
Uh-huh.
Do you know some tools or
Yes,
I
I
don't
know
know
some
apps,
tools. Yes,
application? Or,
I know some tools.
what
And
is
thank you for remembering me. I'm gonna send you this tool. Esta es una aplicación. La voy a mandar a todos. With this application, you can practice English a lot. Okay, so I suggest you to use this application that is called Buzz Screen. With this application, you can listen some videos and then you can choose an option. I'm gonna show you so you can understand. So with this application, you have to create a username and then you can choose a level, for example, a beginner level, an elementary level, an intermediate, upper intermediate, or a specific topic, for example, the verb to be, the ability can, the future will, what, imperative, past, was, and were. So you choose your level or your topic. Then you play here and you are gonna listen a simple
I
phrase.
don't like children.
So she says, I don't like children. So then you have to choose the subtitle on, and you have only 14 seconds to answer. So you have two possible answer. So I dislike kids or all I want to have children. This is the correct one. So I don't like kids, no me gustan los niños. So you have to choose la frase parafraseada, o sea, que mantenga la idea, to, the phrase that keep the idea in with different words. Mantiene la idea, pero con diferentes palabras. Entonces es como decir en español, no me gustan los niños. Otra forma de decir es no me llevo bien con los niños. Entonces son dos formas de decir lo mismo, pero con diferentes palabras. Entonces acá es lo mismo. Esto se llama parafraseo. I don't like children, I dislike children. So I recommend you to practice your English with this application because they are gonna show you
You have a right to know.
a lot of videos about movies. So this is an excellent alternative to practice your listening and your reading. So when we listen okay and when we read okay, we speak better. So this is my suggestion and you are gonna get fun. Si tienen niños, también hay videos para niños. Por ejemplo, pueden elegir acá Bo Kids. Pueden elegir un level y, y jugar con el hijito o la hijita. Entonces acá, por ejemplo, pueden poner.
Are you okay?
Entonces es la misma dinámica, pero está enfocada a los niños. Entonces, this is an excellent alternative. Creo que todos tienen hijos menos Cindy. I think so. Me parece que es así.
Yes,
Entonces, no hay problema.
We have
Igual,
no.
¿tú tampoco tienes?
Yes, teacher. We
Ah,
have
ok.
no.
Entonces los dos solteritos pueden usar el, o no solteritos, me refiero, los dos que no tienen hijos pueden usar el level. Entonces pueden empezar en beginner, luego en elementary, luego le van aumentando hasta que se lleguen al avanzado. O sea, esto es muy chévere porque uno va de verdad entrenando el oído muy bien.
Okay, teacher.
Entonces,
Thank you
ahí
for reading.
el vínculo lo encuentran ahí en el chat.
Ah, okay.
Entonces, cópienlo de una vez porque ahorita cierro la llamada y se desaparece. Y en un ratito, ahorita ya sí aparecieron eh, dos evaluaciones de feedback, de retroalimentación. Me faltan otras dos. Entonces, los que faltan por la retroalimentación, solo esperen un ratito que ahorita les aparece y, y espero entonces podernos ver el próximo año. Les deseo entonces un feliz año y feliz Navidad y ojalá pues puedan descansar en este tiempo.
Okay, teacher. Merry Christmas.
Okay, teacher.
Merry
Thank you.
Christmas for
Merry Christmas.
everybody.
Bye
Thank
Teacher.
you.
bye.
Very
Thank you
much.
Bye
everyone.
bye.
See you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
thank you, teacher.
You're welcome.